You know this game is good when you open the menu and it's just boom, boom, boom. So good. You're absolutely right past me. That music is amazing. And hello, my brave knights, princesses, and gather friends, and welcome to my review of Cultic, a shooter that came out very recently that I thoroughly enjoyed. Played it from start to finish on stream. Wish I had downloaded the VODs of it because it was quite fun, but all you're going to get as for footage is basically the kind of final bits of the game, but that's okay because I use a lot of the guns anyway, so it's fine. Also, this game is made by one guy. One guy. Everything. From the game itself to the music, all of it. One guy, which is amazing. People said that this game reminded them a lot of Blood 1 and 2, which is fair. This game does have a lot of blood in it. A lot of it. So what is this? So the story of this game is you're playing a detective, a disgraced detective to be precise. I wasn't sure at first who we were playing as, to be fair with you, because the game doesn't really tell you, but the soundtrack tells you. So there's that. You basically were hired by a family to find their son. And through your investigation, you eventually find out that he was going to this place. You find out that this place eventually goes into the woods, and they are a cult. He finds it a little weird, but he goes along with it. And slowly but surely, he finds out that they're into a bunch of crazy stuff. And then, over time, he decides he needs to put a stop to it. The cult itself, basically discovered a way to control people through the bondage of the will, it's called it, where basically everybody defends the cult without question. Although when they used this with the dead just attacked everybody. So yeah, that's a thing. And they also opened a portal to the underworld, which is a fantastic idea. So there's that. So yeah, you play a detective, you drive up to the asylum, because there's an asylum in this game. You get knocked out. Then you basically start the game in a grave with bodies. And you start with their first weapon being an axe or a tomahawk or whatever you want to call it. You eventually end up with a Luger, and then a shotgun, and then an SMG sort of gun, and then a sniper rifle, a flamethrower, a rifle, Molotovs. You get Molotovs that spread, and the fire does spread, and it does hurt in this game. You get a Magnum, but I never saw the Magnum. I got ammo for the Magnum, but I never saw the Magnum at all through the entire game. What's with that, developer? Now for the enemies. Now, the cool thing about the enemies is that none of them look the same. Each one actually looks different. For example, the axe-wielding ones have red robes, and then the pistol-wielding ones have blue robes, and then the shotgun ones have a different colored robe, so on and so forth. Each member, depending on their rank, has a different weapon and a different robe. But not only do you have cult members to worry about, you have to worry about creatures in the dark that will jump at you. You have to worry about snipers. You have to worry about skeletons. You have to worry about things with teeth. There's a lot of those. The one enemy in this game I couldn't stand for the life of me was the ghost. The ghosts in these games, they can be literally behind a wall or behind a window, and they have two abilities. They either can do what a ghost usually does, which is pick up stuff and throw it at you, and that's fine. They, like, the ghosts would pick up all kinds of different things, and yes, they can instant kill you by throwing barrels at you. The other thing they can do is what I call force choke, where from behind a wall, they basically can stop you in place for a little while, and unless you shoot them, you're not going to move, and they'll slowly chip away at your health. The coolest enemy, in my opinion, in this entire game has to be the two different beasts with teeth. Well, that one runs on all fours and it's just this thing with a skull. But the other thing with like scissor-like teeth was the coolest thing ever to see. The soundtrack in this game absolutely slaps. As you heard in the beginning of this video, it was a delight to listen to as I was playing through this game. I did get lost a few times, but that was due to me just not looking around enough. There are secrets in this game. I didn't find all of them, but I found some. But again, didn't find the Magnum. Oh yeah, did I also mention there's a tank in this game? You don't get to use it. The bad guys use it, and it's an interesting little thing that happens. The final boss was okay. He was alright. I think that it was a cool setup for whatever's coming next, because believe it or not, this is apparently just chapter 1. Yeah, the entire game is chapter 1, or something of that nature. I could be wrong. But this entire game is fun. It's just a fun game. Oh yeah, before I could forget, you also can upgrade your weapons in this game. And I got some of the upgrades, but not all of them. I did think that the shotgun could have used a bit more oomph, a bit more of a punch. But then again, I didn't get the last upgrade for the shotgun, which increased the damage of the bullets, so maybe that's my problem. Overall, this game is very fun. And I do think you should play it. It would be worth your time. Jarek played it. I have yet to watch his review about it, but I hope he enjoyed it, because I had a blast playing this game. Again, this game is made by one guy. Just one. Just like with Bright Memory Infinite, this game was made by one guy. Let that sink in, all of you. That there are people out there who can, by themselves, with the help of anybody else, any other studio, make a game by themselves. If that's not flex, I don't know what is. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. The reason why I'm giving it a half is because I want a revolver. I didn't find it. But also because personally I think the shotgun could use more oomph, but again, probably just needed to be upgraded. And I do think that there should have been just a little bit more of a point to where you're supposed to go in some places. But yeah, every cult member looks different, and they all have the same guns you do. From your tomahawk all the way to your machine gun, your flamethrower, they all have the guns. I just never ran into a guy with a revolver, because I got a lot of revolver ammo, but I never got a revolver, and I was mad. Still mad. But that's it. Go play Cultic. It's a fun game. Go play it. I'm gonna shut up now. Leave a like and subscribe, because there's always room for more. See you next video. Take care of yourselves.